Houston, so he's obviously got some talent.
Recruited by some big schools there. There's the first play of the game, run straight up the middle. Number 12, that was Greg White.
Greg White's a 5'11", 145-pound junior. The key man in the running attack for the Razorbacks, and the one Coach Glover is fearing the most, is a 5'10", 195-pound senior, Chad Cowling. And that's where the ground game is based, and they've pretty much relied on the ground game more this year and less on Cherry's passing. So we're anticipating a defensive struggle and just a grinded-out game for both teams, and hope Mr. Cherry doesn't come out and light it up tonight.
We've got a 2nd and 5 at about the 38-yard line. Straight out the middle once again.
That was Cowling.
About the 44.
5'10", 195 pounds. He's got a pretty low center of gravity, and he's a big kid, big legs. Getting down low like that, he's going to be tough to bring down all night.
They're going to bring out the chains for a measurement here as we've got a 3rd down and short with a possible 1st down.
Shot the sideline there, Coach Billy Bach and the other assistants.
Looks like it's about 2 feet short there, Pat.
Well, I'd look for Cowling. I'm sure it'll be something between the tackles, but in a situation like this with the quarterback, the talent of Cherry, there could be something up their sleeve. Just see, hopefully the Zebras will be ready for anything.
This is the kind of situation where you really appreciate a senior quarterback, someone with a little bit more experience than some of the other quarterbacks, able to put it over the line and get the 1st down.
The other thing, too, we could look for a quarterback sneak. At 6'6", all he's got to do is get one step out of the starting gate. He's fall down, he's there.
So 3rd and short here. Hand off to number 14, Chad Cowling.
Anthony Rouse on the tackle there. He hit him in the backfield, but he carried him a little forward. We're going to have timeout again for another measurement.
So they'll bring the chains back out here and try it one more time.
One of the fellas we need to key on tonight on the Zebras defensively is Michael Waits. Michael's the leading tackler on the Zebra squad, and they're short. So the Z's tested early. Hold on.
Excellent defensive effort there.
Going back to Michael real quick, he's got 81 tackles this season, which almost 12 tackles a game, so he's heavily active in every contest, and that's going to be a big key again tonight.
So 4th down, the Razorbacks will be forced to punt it away. High kick down to about the 30-yard line.
We got a break there. You've got to catch that ball in that situation when it's in front of you like that. Fortunately, it didn't bounce around or behind him. He was able to pick it up and go a little bit forward, but...
well, the man that finally picked up the ball, Jarrell Morton, number 23, he's a senior, 5'10", 182 pounds. I'll bring up a 1st down for the Zebras. They'll start this drive from about their own 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
It's going to be interesting to see how Vincent Wright responds tonight. He's been in the training room on and off this week, suffering from turf toe. Hopefully he's 100% tonight, but he's the key back in the Zebra attack, averaging 4.5 yards a carry. Got a penalty flag right now. I don't know if it's a delay of game or what, but evidently...
Explain what you were talking about earlier here, a turf toe?
Well, that's what Coach Glover was saying. I'm sure you can get turf toe on grass just like you can on AstroTurf. Regardless, I've never had it, but I understand it's a very painful and a nagging injury more not. And I don't think Vincent is in there. Let's see who we got in the backfield there.
We'll bring up a 1st and 15 with the Zebras as they start their drive.
Larry Dorn's the ball carrier. He's there. Jarrell Morton's there. And number 29, Elsie Woods. So Wright is not in the ball game at this point. Vincent being number 21, I don't see him out there. Another tough situation for the Zebras with their quarterback, but Chris Blunt is
So on 2nd and 13, they hand it off to Leslie Glover. Goes straight up the middle for a huge gain there.
That was Mr. Wright there, wasn't it?
That
Number
was
21.
Mr. Wright.
Yeah, he slipped in there. Going back to Chris Blunt, he's getting his baptism under fire, to say the least, and he threw the ball last time, had some interceptions, or last week had some interceptions. Coach Glover's going to go with him and let him do the whole offense, and that's great, and that's what it's going to take to get him developing. I think we'll be fine in time.
So 3rd and short, another handoff up the middle.
Vincent Wright again. He's looking 2 runs in a row here like that toe's not bothering him. Good news for the Zebras, bad news for the Razorbacks.
Well, we're on grass here tonight, so maybe the turf toe isn't much of a bother.
I can assure you it's painful.
So with 9:13 to go, we got a first down here for the Zebras at about their own 42-yard line. Pitch back to number 22, Larry Dorn.
Dorn's a 5'10", 180-pound senior. He looks pretty quick. This is the first time I've seen the Zebras all year, I'm ashamed to say, but nonetheless, they do have a talented backfield, good athletes, and they're going to present some problems for this Texarkana defense. I'm sorry.
He's got the ball out to about the 46-yard line.
Texarkana defensively has been giving up in conference play almost 17 points a game.
2nd, 5 yards, hit hard. Vincent Wright, number 21 on the carry, out to about the 50.
He's going to be almost, it might be a little short, it might be probably going to measure it. We're singing the praises of these running backs. Vincent Wright had another good run there, but boy did he have a big hole. The offensive line is firing off the ball. Good this first drive and opening up some holes. And here comes Vincent off the field, and he's looking like he's limping a little bit. So we'll see what.
Well, they're going to call it short. They didn't even bring out the measurement. That'll be 3rd down. At the 49-yard line, Zebras penetrating into Razorback territory.
He could go.
Huge hole there. And number 22, Larry Dorn, goes straight up through it for a huge gain and a first down.
He's 1 man away from going to pay dirt. Fine run by Mr. Dorn. Here comes Vincent Wright back in, along with number 83, Samuel Jackson. If the Zebras are going to pass tonight, they'll probably, in all likelihood, be looking for Leslie Glover. He has 12 receptions in 7 games for a whopping 28.1 average per catch, so he's quite a big play man.
Not bad at all. Larry Dorn up again. He's out to about the 28-yard line. Close to another first down.
Nothing pleases any coach more than a first down play, getting 6 or 7 yards there, pop like the Zebras are doing. Makes the play calling a whole lot easier. And it looks like we're going to have a Texarkana timeout.
Well, they're going to mark it just about a yard short of the first down, 2nd and 1. Timeout on the field. We're going to take a break as well. Hear a quick word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back for some more of this TV65 game. And the Razorbacks of Texarkana have traveled here, and the Zebras are putting a drive on them with 7:16 to go in the first quarter. Vincent Wright once again out to about the 20-yard line.
Hey, that offensive line is just doing fantastic. They're opening holes. Had 3 or 4 running backs to go through at one time. Very impressive opening drive for the Zebras here.
That'll make it 1st and 10 on about the 21-yard line. Chris Blunt, the quarterback for the Zebras here this evening. Hand off to Larry Dorn again. He gets out to about the 20, or the 16, I guess.
Impressed with Dorn's second effort there. He was hit about 1 or 2 yards off the line of scrimmage, or right at the line of scrimmage, and fought for a pickup of about 4, so good effort there.
And that was all effort. He's not a real big guy, only 5'10", 180 pounds.
Key ingredient, though, quickness.
2nd and 6 for about the 16-yard line. New ball carrier here, number 29, Elsie Woods.
Elsie's the fullback in the wishbone. His primary responsibility is all fullbacks in the bone is to block, but you got to give it to him every now and then to keep him honest.
Vincent Wright back in the game now.
Just seems like the Zebras been alternating, going left and right in the tackle, between the tackle and the guard there. Have had great success with some good holes.
Well, 3rd and 5.
Inside the 20, it's always tough.
Vincent Wright, the ball carrier. Pick up of about 2 in the yard.
He's going to be close, but it's going to be short. It'll be an interesting call here. See if they go or kick the field goal. It's not much longer an extra point, but I got to say I think they'll probably go.
Well, this drive has really burned up a lot of time off the clock. We've only got 5.5 minutes left in this first quarter. The Razorbacks have only touched the ball for 4 downs.
The Zebras are going for it.
So on 4th and 4,
probably going to be Vincent Wright time.
Vincent Wright, you are correct. Straight up the middle behind the block.
I think he's going to be short, though. It's going to be close. Like we can see it from 800 yards away. Do you have an official's timeout for the measurement?
Well, they'll bring the chains out and check it out. On 4th down, the Zebras going for it. Looks like it's going to be about 6 inches short.
They held. Well, I say they held. They're stretching the chains now. I think it's short.
About 6 inches, maybe.
Now, we think the Zebras got it by about a half inch. Had both teams pointing one way, one going the other way. But the Zebras got it.
Well, that was definitely a squeakers for the Zebras there. Barely got the 1st down on the 4th down attempt. But that keeps the drive alive, so it's just a little over 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. They're heading for the end zone and knocking on the Texarkana door.
Great run by Vincent Wright. He was hit early and just made it on his own. Drug about 2 or 3 tacklers with him. Here he goes again. Zebras have just taken the line of scrimmage and have totally dominated it.
The Zebra mascot liking this drive that the Zebras are putting together there.
Larry Doran checked in for Anthony Rouse.
I think it's about time for another Doran run here.
Looks like we got some confusion in the backfield, and we do. Zebra timeout looks like coming up.
Well, the Zebras are going to take a quick timeout, and we're going to take a break as well, and we'll be right back with some more of this game of the week on Razorback. 0-0 the score, but the Zebras are on the Texarkana 7-yard line. 2nd down and 7. Hand off to Larry Doran.
Zebras ranked 5th in the AP poll with a record of 6-1. Since we've gotten in conference play, the offensive production has gone up. We're averaging almost 21 points a game. And after this opening drive, you can see why. They're very impressive tonight starting out, and hopefully it'll continue.
Very powerful offensive line here. Back to Larry Doran again. He'll run around the left corner.
Looks like he fumbled the ball, and the Zebras came up with it.
That was Jarrell Morton, actually, wasn't it?
We've been singing the the Pine Bluff praises, and here back-to-back 2 plays, the Razorback defense is toughened up. And now it looks like we'll probably go for that field goal.
And they'll try for a field goal here. 3:21 to go in the first quarter. 4th and 5. Kicking will be number 11, Ronnie Adams. He's a senior, 166 pounds. Kick is up. It's a high kick. And it's good.
Tell you what, the Zebras got 3 points there, Lonnie. But I think that was a key stand there by the Razorback defense. They gave up
so the Zebras score first here in Pine Bluff. Scores 3-0. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
From where all we could tell from up here. And then they hold them back and keep them out of the end zone, scoring a touchdown. So I think that's got to give them a boost, even though the Zebras went the length of the field on them offensively.
Well, I think you're correct. An excellent defensive stance by the Texarkana Razorbacks down on their own goal line. Decent kick. Got a flag on the play, though.
Ball went out of bounds. So they have the option here to take the ball or have the Zebras re-kick it.
Of course, if they re-kick it, there's a 5-yard penalty on the play, correct?
Right, or they get the ball at the 40-yard line. But they're going to re-kick it.
This might be a 5-yard penalty then.
I may be confused on my rules there. Maybe that's college that they get to take the ball. Nonetheless, though, the Zebras going to have to kick it off, and Texarkana should get good field position. And with a quarterback like Mike Cherry, I don't think you really ever have bad field position.
Well, stepping off, though, the kicker, Anthony Ruse, number 32. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line after the 5-yard penalty.
He could go all the way. One man to beat.
Finally brought down at about midfield there after an excellent kick return.
Greg White was the man that ran the kickback. Greg's 5'11", 149-pound junior wingback. And he had him a wall on that left side and only had to beat one more, and he'd gone all the way. Texarkana in Zebra territory for the first time tonight.
So 1st and 10. Razorbacks try straight up the middle and get a couple out of that.
Right, the ball carrier. Got a good gain. There's injured Bradley Benton on the sidelines. I know Coach Glover and all the Zebra fans would love to have him out there. And probably no one would want to be out there more than Bradley.
We want to take just a moment and welcome our ACTS affiliate KBSC TV35 in Texarkana. Glad to have them with us here on this TV65 Game of the Week. 2nd and 6.
Good penetration by the Zebra defense there. Can't tell who the man in the bottom of the pile. We'll try to get him here for you in a second. Number 54, Michael Waits, leading Zebra tackle.
And he was excited about that tackle too.
Leading Zebra tackler, on the year, and you can see why. Very aggressive. He calls the signals in that defensive huddle, and there's Michael right there. 6'2", 201 pounds.
So 3rd and 7, the Razorbacks come up to the line of scrimmage.
Might be Cherry time here.
He's going, no.
Good pump fake.
Excellent pump fake. Fooled me as well.
Tell you what, he had a man out there, and the coverage was came up real quick, and he tucked it in to try to run for the first down, but number 32 for the Zebras was over there, Anthony Rouse, and he put a stick on him along with Tony Williams, and they're going to be short and forced to kick.
Well, so even with excellent field positions, the Razorbacks aren't able to get the drive together here. 4th and 4, they'll be forced to kick it away to the Zebras once again.
Mike's a fine punter. If he can get out the old coffin corner, he put the Zebras back in the hole.
There'll be a run back on the play there, but not much. He gets out to about the 10-yard line.
Gerald Morton catches the ball inside the 10 and runs it back to about the 14. It's kind of an unwritten Cardinal rule. Maybe faking the fair catch inside the 10 and hope it bounces into the end zone. Well, going to be 6 yards shy of 20, obviously, but sometimes that's worth taking a gamble.
So 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. The Zebras will start this drive.
Morton, Wright, and Dorn still in the wishbone. Looks like first Zebra pass. There's a fake. We're going deep. He's there. What a pass. He's there.
It's caught by number 24, Leslie Glover, down to about the 30-yard line of Texarkana.
We talked about Leslie Glover in the first drive. He's averaging over 28 yards a carry, and you can see why. Chris Blunt great fake into the middle of the line, stood there tall in the pocket and waited for him to go down the sidelines and laid it there. Glover having to hold up a little bit on the ball, otherwise he'd been all the way. Great pass.
So the team's head over to the other side of the field here. And with 5 seconds remaining in the first quarter, we'll shortly be going back the other way again.
Looks like we got a new quarterback in there. Emmanuel Young's taking the snap. That's a quarterback keeper.
That'll be the last play of the quarter here. As the clock is running out, we'll switch end zones. We'll take a break and we'll be right back for the second quarter of action here on the TV 65 game of the week. Pine Bluff leading 3-0.
And driving. Emmanuel Young in at quarterback. Zebras with the snap, and Young is bootlegging this time to the other side. Pickup of about 2.
So that'll bring a third down and about 6. On the stop there for Texarkana, number 89, John Quill Jackson. He's a 6-foot, 160-pound junior.
We had another
back
pass
to pass
play.
again. Emmanuel Young, quite the passer here this evening after Chris Blunt exits his position as quarterback.
Looked like we had a little miscommunications there. Leslie Glover went to the corner, and Emmanuel, I think, was looking for him to cut over the middle. That's where he threw the ball, and needless to say, they were a long ways apart. Brings up a 4th and 4 here.
Well, we're going for it. Once again, a new quarterback, Emmanuel Young.
Ooh, good play. He could go. Great play. Touchdown, Zebras.
26,
Derek
Frazier. Excellent pass there. It looked like he was going to go down behind the line of scrimmage. The last instance, Emmanuel Young was able to find a man open, and into the end zone we go.
Emmanuel looked at him right away. He wasn't open. Waited for him a few more steps and looked like he was going to take off run. He came open and hit him for a great play.
Just an excellent play out of something that looked like it was going nowhere there.
This is a nice welcome surprise for the Zebra offense, getting a boost in the passing game tonight.
And the extra kick makes it 10. We've got a big goose egg for Texarkana tonight, and the Zebras, with 11 minutes to go here in the second quarter, are ahead 10-0. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back for some more of this exciting TV. Arkansas, the Zebras have just scored again and an extra point as well. 10-0 the score.
Short kick. Texarkana gets it about the 28. Takes it back almost to the 37-yard line.
And Pat, we were talking here at the break. Emmanuel Young is only a sophomore.
You're right. He's a 6-foot, 186-pound sophomore. Good-looking prospect. Throws the ball well. Looks to be a pretty strong kid. And if this is any indication, he's got a heck of a future with 2 more years after this. Well, let's see if Mr. Cherry gets untracked here. They've been running the ball primarily, but down 10-0, they're going to have to make something happen.
And off to number 12, Greg White from their own 37-yard line on first down.
Zebra's strong suit all year on defense has been defending the run. They are as good as any team in the state. They are certainly showing it here tonight. To see how much longer Texarkana tries to establish the ground game.
What else that's interesting to note is the offense of Pine Bluff has had the ball so much more than Texarkana has. The Texarkana defense has been out here on the field already the majority of the game.
Here's Cherry back. Good faking. Oh. It was a nice pass, a little bit behind the intended receiver, but you could still see the athleticism of Mike Cherry. Some good faking in the line, avoided a tackle. I believe Mark Martin was putting a little pressure on him. He stepped around him, threw the ball off the run, and a little behind his receiver.
So that'll bring up third and about 8.
But that's what Texarkana is going to have to do to get back in this ball game. They're going to have to loosen up that defense, and passing is the key to it.
Well, the ball's following about the 38-yard line of the Razorbacks, working out of their own end zone, on their own side of the field. Back to pass and under pressure.
Going to be a first down. Right, the receiver. And we got a flag on the play, and there was also, could have been a late hit there, but they didn't get the Zebras for that. However, the Texarkana coaches are questioning the call. But another good rollout by Cherry. I think it's going to be against, I don't know, we'll wait and see. I'm 0 for 1 on the first down. I'm not going to start trying to, now it's no flag.
Okay.
So the referees get to eat one early in the second quarter here, but that happens.
All right, there is no flag on the play. That'll bring up a 1st and 10. Ball spotted here at about the 49-yard line on the Zebra side of the field now. 1st and 10.
Another pass completion. The Zebras are going to have to start respecting that Cherry's ability. And that ground game will start clicking. There's a pretty good run there. However, we're a little east-west instead of north-south, so he doesn't pick up that much yardage.
Anthony Willis, the ball carrier here. He's only a sophomore, 5'5", 160 pounds. So that brings up a 2nd and 7 from about the 46. Number 14 with the ball that time, Chad Cowling.
Chad Cowling's the man Coach Glover has been preparing for all week. And the Razorbacks have been trying to push that ball up the middle. That's tough to do with Michael Waite's country there. I look for the Razorbacks to go deep here in the next couple plays.
3rd and 4, but down by 10 points. They really need to convert this. But they pitch it back to number 12, and there's a fumble on the play. And the Zebras.
Oh, get on it.
The Zebras will recover and run it back.
Number 81 for the Zebras is the ball carrier there. Elmore Porche. And that's a big break for the Zebras. It was going to be a loss anyway and force the Razorbacks to punt.
But not that much of a loss.
No. But a good hard hit there forces the fumble, and the Zebras pick it up. And they got an opportunity again down. And now we got Blunt back into quarterback.
Well, that was Greg White, number 12, on the carry and the fumble there. 1st and 10 from about the 25-yard line. Zebras starting off deep in Razorback territory.
Single back. Now we're back to 2 running backs. Almost looked like the pro attack. There's the pitch.
We've got a lot of run to go there. Jarrell Morton.
Looks like we're going to have a clip there, though. We got out on the sweep. And I can't see, I don't know who it was that did it, but we do have a clip. Going to nullify that run. That's too bad.
Big number 67 there on the sideline, Jimmy Nance.
Well, that takes a little bit of wind out of sails theirs. They're going to mark off 15. It's going to be about the 34-yard line. First and 19. Could be Leslie Glover time here, Lonnie.
Very possibly so.
He's out here drawing.
So 1st and 19, pitch back to number 22, Larry Doran.
Look at him go.
Had a big hole there.
Sending you an extra 2 weeks leave because
He was almost past his blockers. 180-pound senior. Vincent Wright checking into the ball game again.
Well, make it 2nd down and 8 here.
It's like we're going to have a timeout. Texarkana, no official timeout. Got some equipment problems. Can't play this game without a helmet. Not very long, anyway.
You saw some of the Razorback cheerleaders on the sideline. They brought a whole fan club with them tonight here from Texarkana.
They got a good crowd here tonight. Perfect night for high school football.
Chris Blunt hands off to Vincent Wright. You made the call right, Pat.
It's especially perfect if your team's up and driving again.
We'll make it about 3rd down and 2 at the 17-yard line.
Well, it's definitely 2-down or 4-down territory here. If they don't make it this play, they'll go again. It'll be Dorn or Wright. You can be assured. And it's Wright.
Assured we are.
And he's knocked out about the 2-yard line.
Almost with a touchdown, but can't quite get it. Vincent Wright, number 21.
Running the ball well tonight. He may want to get that turf toe a little more often. So we have a 1st and goal from the 2. Once again, cannot say enough about the offensive line of the Zebras tonight. They're opening the holes and the backs are getting there, and it's been tough. Vincent's going to be a little short, it looks like.
But quite a bit closer. Only 1 yard to go here for the touchdown.
2nd and goal. Dorn coming out of the lineup. It's just inches away. Less than a yard. LZ Woods is in there. They give it to Wright. He's in.
And we've got another touchdown for the Zebras here tonight. 3rd time to score, 2nd touchdown. 16-0.
Happy Zebra staff.
I'm telling you, there are going to be some smiles in the locker room at halftime.
However, with Mr. Cherry and company, 17-0 lead this early, it's not turn out the lights by any means.
Extra kick is up. That is good, making it a 17-0 ball game. We're going to take a break as the Zebras of Pine Bluff are putting it to the visiting Razorbacks of Texarkana. 17-0 the score, 6:37 to go here in the 1st half of play. The Zebras preparing to kick off once again to the Razorbacks. The Razorbacks just haven't been able to put any type of series at all together here.
Wright's going to receive it. He fakes a handoff, and they fumble again. And Wright recovers.
When it rains, it pours. I'm sure the staff over there on the Texarkana side are just shaking their heads.
They just can't seem to do anything right this 1st half. However, it wasn't that long ago the Zebras are down in this same predicament. And we had the long pass and got them out of the hole.
We'll just look at the Whitehall-Searcy game last week, how Whitehall was leading there at the half by 17-6.
High school football, anything can happen. And like I said earlier, with a talent like Mike Cherry, he can light it up quickly. And the Zebra hopefuls are hoping that doesn't happen.
First and 10 there, in on the tackle, number 67, Jimmy Nance for the Razorbacks.
You know,
Jimmy's a senior, 5'11", 223 pounds.
You'd like
now
to call
he's really slimmed down a lot as well over the summer, went into some training and lost a lot of weight and converted a lot of that to muscle.
Wright, the ball carrier again. The Zebra defensive line in the middle is just not giving any ground up. you really can't afford to be real aggressive at this stage and in this part of the field in your play calling. But at this point, 17-0, if you don't get something going, try to shake up your offense, it's going to be a long evening.
Want to bring up a third down, 2 yards to go. Back to pass, Cherry. Can't find a man open. He's hit hard by
Michael
number
Waits.
54. Michael with an excellent hit there.
You know, Mike Cherry and Mike Waits were out there in open field, one-on-one. And Mike Waits made up some ground and put the stick on him. That was a good tackle by Michael.
Well, so the Razorbacks will be forced to kick it from their own end zone with 4th and 8.
Bad punt. It's going to take a great bounce, though.
It looked like it was actually kicked by a Texarkana player at about the 46-yard line.
Cherry kind of shanked that punt and hit about the 32-yard line of Texarkana, then rolled all the way to the, where did it roll to, I guess, the 48.
Well, regardless, the Zebras still have less than half the field to cover here, as they're already in Texarkana territory. 1st and 10 from the 48.
Right out of the lineup, Blunt back in quarterbacking. There's a pitch, looks like a halfback pass. Oh. Manuel Young, who's been throwing the ball from the quarterback slot on the pitch there, and he was looking for Leslie Glover, threw it before Glover turned around. What I think they're going to tell him at halftime if they try this play again, unbeknownst to Emmanuel, quarterback Blunt was wide open on the other side of the field, run down the sidelines.
Second and 10 after the incomplete pass by Young. Pitch back to number 23, Jarrell Morton. He'll pick up just a few on there, down to about the 42-yard line.
It's going to be a pickup of 6 almost, so it'll be 3rd and 4 here. Yeah, it looks like they're going to call it 5, 3rd and 5.
3:44 to go here in the second quarter of play. First half, 17-0 your score. Pine Bluff leading Texarkana. Hand off to Larry Dorn again, out past the 40. Down to about the 38-yard line.
He's going to be short, but it'll be 4th and 1.
Tackle made.
Well, we got the tackle made by number 67, and Lonnie, I guess you didn't put him on the program tonight because he's not here. So, whoever you are, it was a great play, and we're sorry we can't identify you.
So 4th and 2. Zebras will go for it here.
Vincent Wright, he's got it. It looks like by the spot, it's going to be close, but I think he has it. They're looking across the field there. The chains are on the other side of the field, and we're going to have official time out here for a look. We have our ace spotters up here with the binoculars on, but we hadn't heard anything yet from them. Yeah, we're going to have a good view of it here. I think he has it. He does. I swear that those are the 2 closest first downs that you're going to see. And we've seen them in the same half. Last time this happened, the Razorbacks bowed their neck and held on defense. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, slip there by number 23, Jarrell Morton.
Jarrell Morton was trying to cut back against the grain there and lost his footing. And may have lost a yard or so.
He might have got a little bit of that turf toe there, too. So just under 3 minutes to go here. Zebras with the ball inside the 40-yard line of Texarkana. 2nd and 11. Hand off again to Jarrell Morton. He picks up a couple yards.
Just a dive play by Morton. It's a very basic play.
Jake Morrow winning the tackle for Texarkana.
For the Zebras, and it's been very effective tonight. Okay, another 3rd down play for the Zebras.
3rd down and long. 3rd and 8. 3rd and 7.
Could be the right time here. Back to pass.
Tackled for a deep loss by number 21 for the Razorbacks. That would be Damian Ellis, a junior, 155 pounds, 5 foot 8 inches tall.
Manuel Young rolling out to pass the ball. He had Vincent right in front of him in the flat, but he was looking downfield all the way. As we said, he's an impressive-looking sophomore, and he's going to have a great future ahead of him. But one of the things he's going to have to learn to be effective is look for those secondary receivers. Razorbacks back to punt for the first time.
Oh, the Zebras to the Razorbacks.
Yeah, excuse me, I had my teams mixed up there. Malcolm Harden was the punter there, and he has a fine kick that's down on the 12-yard line by Greg Wright. Okay, it's less than 2 minutes to go here. Let's see if Mike Cherry runs the 2-minute drill and tries to get them down the field to get some sort of score. I'm sure they'd like to get on the board somehow in this first half. Obviously, a touchdown would be their first priority, but a field goal will give them some momentum, and they definitely need that on offense tonight.
Any type of momentum that they could pull tonight going into this locker room. They're down by 17 points. Even a field goal will do a little bit for the morale at halftime as they go in the locker room.
Here's Cherry back to pass. Good throw. Led him a little bit. Number 40. Apologize again. I don't see him in our program.
Well, it was broken up there by Manuel Young.
Was number 10? Excuse me, number 10. I'm sorry.
He's not on the program either.
Yeah, he's still not. Okay. Anyway, he got hit. It was a good pass.
Once again hit by Manuel Young. We've got an injury on the field. Now we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back to the rest. Razorbacks 17-0. The Razorbacks trying their final drive here in the first half with 1:18 left to go. Second and 10 from about their own 12-yard line.
Number 10, who we don't know who he is, did get up off the field on his own power, so he looks to be okay.
Well, just an excellent hit put on there by Manuel Young.
Right with some running room.
Excellent spin around there.
We got a roughing the passer on the Zebras. Play's already over. It's way down the field, and number 41 for the Zebras, Nate Williams, laid out Mike Cherry, and that's going to cost the Z's 15. The play before that where the number 10 got hurt, you could just going back and seeing Mike drop in the pocket and throw the ball. What an exciting player he's going to be. He just laid that ball out there on a clothesline, led him perfect, and he's really a talent, and he's going to have a great career ahead of him. I hope we get to see him just from a selfish standpoint of broadcasting the ball game. We get to see him throw the ball more the second half than he has in the first.
Well, I think we'll definitely see a different offensive plan from Texarkana. Obviously, the one they're using right now isn't working very well as they're down by 17 points and have yet to score here in the first half. 56 seconds left to go here.
Penalty's been their biggest play of the offensive play of the game.
Some heat put on, quickly brought down there. Number 70, number 81, and 67. That was Mark Martin, Jimmy Nance. in on the tackle there and sacking the quarterback.
Of course, one of the keys to the passing game is obviously giving your quarterback time. And the Zebra defense is putting great pressure on Cherry, as evidenced by that play there. And that may be one of the reasons they're not passing as much, because Cherry just can't get the time to let the receivers go.
That's going to let the clock run out.
I don't know. We had that one pass that was completed, but still, it's just been a very gallant effort by the Zebra defense. And if they match that again this second half, that sets the stage next week for the big showdown with El Dorado, with first place on the line.
Okay, Texarkana will be kicking off this half. The Zebras will receive.
Number 23 is back deep for the Zebras, Gerald Morton. And he's going to get a chance to run it back.
He's out past the 20, the 25, out past the 30, just about to the 32-yard line before he's brought down by number 69, Greg Nichols of the Razorback defense.
Chris Blunt going to start it off again at quarterback, second half. I would think a big drive here by the Zebras is going to probably have a telltale for the second half and let the wind go out of the sails of the Razorback defense.
Well, they've been taking so much time with their drives. They've just ran the clock right down.
They're going to have to wear down eventually at this rate. There's Vincent Wright, 8-yard carry.
I'll bring up a 2nd and 2 now. Ball will be spotted at about the 40-yard line. About 2 yards short of the first down.
Right on the 40. Can do just about anything you want to in this situation.
Nothing there. Fine defensive effort by the Razorbacks to quickly read that play. And stop just inside the line of scrimmage. They may have lost about a foot or so on that play.
Seems like every time we look down on our program for an even number tackler, we got the odd number and vice versa. Sorry we couldn't come up with the defensive player there, but he made a great play for Texarkana.
So 3rd and 2, pitch back to Vincent Wright. And he's out to about the
first down,
45-yard line. Another Zebra first down. They'll move the chains.
Well,
as we get a new football in the game here this evening.
Vincent Wright has been impressive in this ball game. Seems like every time there's been a big play, the Zebras needed it, they've turned around and given him the ball, and he's come through.
So another first down for the Zebras. 10 yards to go. Handoff. Lord.
Good run. Larry Dorn. That's not the first time. Sucked it up and kept legs going and pumping and got some additional yardage here. It's a good run.
Effort, man. 2nd and 4. Back to pass, picked up off of the ground nearly by number 26.
Dedrick Frazier. Good piece of running after he caught the ball.
Excellent catch as well. The ball looked to be thrown pretty low, and he was able to reach down and pick it up. Scoop it up, number 26, Dedrick Frazier.
He's 5'10 and a half, 131-pound senior. He caught the ball and ran with it. Picked up some good yardage.
They're going to spot it down about the 26-yard line of Texarkana. Pine Bluff once again deeply penetrating the defense of the Razorbacks. 1st and 10. Pitch back to Larry Dorn.
I'm amazed at Larry Dorn's quickness. I know we saw the Zebras are spoiled after seeing Basile Shabazz for the last few years. And Larry is certainly not in that category. But he is a good, quick, tough-running high school football back. And I'm impressed with his effort and attitude on the field tonight. he could play for me anytime.
Well, thank you, Coach Anderson. Second and 5. 8:41 to go here in the third quarter. Tripped up just a bit there, but able to stay on his feet. Jarrell Morton picks up another few yards. That brings up another first down, 1st and 10.
Damon Ellis on the tackle there. As I said, last year was all Shabazz. This year the running attack is being handled by committee, and it's a very effective committee back there. All three of the running backs that have handled the ball tonight have ran it impressively, and that's been the difference in this ball game.
Short gain on the play. On the stop there, number 78, Jaron Hubbard for the Razorbacks. Jaron's a big guy, 5'10", 225 pounds. It's hard to get past one that big.
You definitely know he's out there.
Ball spotted down at about the 13-yard line. 2nd and 8. Pitch back to Vincent Wright. He'll pick up maybe a yard on the carry.
Razorback defense tightening up down here as they're inside the 20 once again. It's going to be a short gain, maybe no gain at all, but it's going to be 3rd down, a key play here for both teams.
Well, as you recall there in the first half, the first drive the Zebras had, they were turned back and had to settle for a field goal there deep in Texarkana territory.
Back to pass. Pass was thrown behind Leslie Glover out there. Good call. I like that call. Shut the run down a couple times. Get the pass and keep the ball in the center of the field. Lines it up for the field goal. It's going to be a 30-yard attempt here.
So with 7 minutes, 12 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. The Zebras trying to get on the board for the fourth time.
Ronnie Adams, no good.
The score is still 17-0. Zebras turned back from scoring a 4th time after the missed field goal. So the score remains 17-0. Texarkana with the ball. 2nd down.
Lonnie, we're going to have to talk to those officials. They didn't know we still had a TV timeout going. Kind of snuck one on us there.
Well, 1st and 10.
Greg Wright has had a tough night carrying the ball. He has found nothing but zebra red shirts every time he's touched it all around him.
One on the tackle there for the Zebras was Matt Keaton, number 65, and 66, Cedric Doolittle, on a combined effort there. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
Doolittle did just the opposite on that play, Chris.
Well, pardon me, that was 2nd and 8. Pass, I believe, was intended for number 84, Aaron Formby, but
it was for Formby, and he turned in, and I think Mike Cherry thought he was turning out because the ball was definitely behind him and underthrown somewhat.
by a good 3 yards or so. So that'll bring up a 3rd down, about 7 yards to go.
Halfway through the third quarter of this ball game, and Mike Cherry has only completed one pass.
He's back to try it again. He's got a man open on the sidelines, number 84 again.
Formby.
He gets the reception and bowls ahead for the 1st down.
Formby let Dante Williams know he was out there. He caught the ball and turned upfield and put the head down and knocked him back a few yards. Mike Cherry can throw the football. Kind of reminds me of, with his size and everything, of Dan McGuire, who was such a great quarterback at San Diego State. He was 6'8", and he's now the tallest NFL quarterback. Big and strong, just like Mike.
So 1st and 10 from the 46. He's back to pass.
There he is.
Going deep. Just out of the reach there.
Another fine pass by Cherry under great pressure by Doolittle.
Just out of the reach of Fred Collier. number 16. He's a 6'1 junior, 153 pounds. Couldn't quite leg it out and get under the ball there. Thrown just a little bit in front of him.
Cherry had to see Little coming out of the corner of his eye, yet he still stood tall in the pocket, knew the hit was coming, and laid out a good pass. It was just a little bit too long.
We'll try a handoff again up the middle.
Mark Martin was there.
Number 37, Toby Wyatt with the carry. 200-pound junior, 5'7". Stocky kid, got some weight behind him, can really blow a hole through the line there. That'll bring up a 3rd down, 7 yards to go.
See what happens here. Could be passing situation. Let's see.
Passing it is. Short pass out to the right side here to number 16 again. Fred Collier with the reception this time, able to get under it.
With the spot, it's going to be a 1st down. Just a basic out pattern. Cherry picked up his receiver, threw it on the line, picks up a 1st down. Looks like Mike Cherry's starting to come to life here the second half.
So the
Officials
Razorbacks
timeout.
cross the midfield line and are down to about the 44-yard line of Pine Bluff here. 1st and 10. Finally showing a little bit of offense here this evening. Mike Cherry getting a couple of completed passes here.
He got some time that play. That makes all the difference in the world, obviously. It was a shorter route, but still he was able to get back, set up without any pressure on him, and threw another fine pass.
Straight up the middle again. Greg White.
Dante Williams, 31.
Thrown down to the ground by Dante there. Excellent defensive effort.
Complete a few passes. The run loosens up. That was a good hole, good gain by Wright. Williams made a good tackle, but he picks up 7-8 yards.
They're going to call it 7 yards. 2nd and 3 at about the 36-yard line. Texarkana into Zebra territory now.
Fumble. Zebras. Going to be close. Mike Waite's battling, but he didn't get it. Picked up a couple yards there, Lonnie. Not by design.
I just thought that football was just a little bit too slick. Bring a new one into the game there.
3rd and short. Normally this is, I would say, look for Greg Wright. Down 17-0 with only 3:36 in the 3rd quarter. Don't be surprised if Cherry passes. Also Chad Cowling. Because Mr.
Greg White with the 1st down.
My apologies. Greg White, not Greg Wright. Thinking of Razorback kicker.
I'm telling you.
Nonetheless, it was a great run there, a 1st down.
Down to about the 22-yard line now. The Razorbacks finally down, knocking on the door of the Zebras after this little offensive drive they put together here in the 3rd quarter. 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Back to pass. Almost received. Started to run before he had a full handle on the ball there. Number 16, Fred Collier.
I think Fred would like to have another chance at that ball.
I think he thought he had it just a little bit too soon and started running before he had the handle on the ball.
Coach Glover and his Zebra staff there are a little worried here. Razorbacks mounting a drive. They get on the board here, a 10-point lead with a quarterback like Mike Cherry. Could be an interesting 4th quarter.
Really, definitely so with some of these completed passes. The confidence of Cherry building back up here in the 2nd half. Short pass, almost caught by number 48 there. Parker Russell jumped up, almost caught it, but had it just tumble right out of his hands there, his fingertips. He couldn't hold on to the ball.
Mike looks a little disgusted with himself there. The man was open, and he looked like he rushed it a little bit and threw it a little high. and made it a tough play. But the play was definitely open, and I'm sure the Razorback coaching staff will put that in the back of their mind, and I think we'll see that play again before the evening's over.
Then you see some of the Hogs cheerleaders trying to lead their team into the end zone for the first time here this evening.
Fumble Ruski. Mike White takes a snap, fakes it to the running back in front of him, almost a forward handoff, then drops the ball on the ground. The other running back, Mr. White, comes by and picks it up. But the Zebra defense was on the lookout. Looked like a little bit of
fourth down, about 7 yards to go here.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout here by Texarkana.
Well, Texarkana is going to take a timeout and try Bluff leading Texarkana Razorbacks 17-0, but the Razorbacks down close to the end zone of the Zebras, knocking on the door, trying to put one in here. We've got a fourth down, 7 yards to go, and I think they'll go for it, Pat.
They have to, and they are. This is a key play. 4th and 7 down 17. Can't play conservative.
Back to pass, straight over the middle. Almost intercepted by number 25 there. Emmanuel Young had a handle on the ball and just let it get away from him.
Hey, Emmanuel Young is a player. He's looked great on the other side of the ball, the offensive quarterback, or at the quarterback position as a running back, and then he makes a big-time play breaking up a pass there. It was a nice ball thrown by Mike Cherry. He tips it, almost intercepted, and then again Texarkana almost caught it before it hit the ground, but Zebra ball.
So the Zebras will take over at about their own 18-yard line, 1st and 10.
There he goes.
Jarrell Morton picks up another first down to change the move once again. He's out past the 30.
Morton playing the fullback position. As I said, that's a thankless job in the wishbone. Primary responsibility, blocking for your two halfbacks. But they have to give you the ball. And when they do, oftentimes the defense is overlooking you, and that big holes there, and the big yardage play comes up. Great run.
So another first down, pitch back again. But he's quickly tackled in the backfield there by number 89, John Quill Jackson brings down Jarrell in the backfield. Lost of about 2 yards on the play.
Leslie Glover comes in off the Zebra bench.
Well, it's just been announced here in the stadium. Tracy Caldwell and Mike James are here in the stadium watching the game tonight.
Also, right down the 40-yard line, Robert Woodis, they announced, was here too. But needless to say, back to the game. Another key third down play for the Zebras.
48 seconds left to go here. Third down, 11 yards to go. Hand off to number 21, Vincent Wright. $18 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Again, Zebras leading 17-0.
Looks like they're going to let the clock run out before the third quarter before they punt here.
Arkansas. At the start of the fourth quarter, kick is up, deep kick. Down to about the 20-yard line, down right at about the 18. Little discussion there on the field. Ball is finally spotted at the 19-yard line. So Texarkana will take over deep in their own territory. The fourth quarter just underway. Once again, Mike Cherry, the quarterback, number 18 for the Razorbacks. Still unable to convert and put any points on the board for his team here at 3 quarters of play.
Looking deep.
Back to pass.
Ball thrown out of bounds. He was going deep. It's number 84, Aaron Formby. They have had some success this second half hooking up with each other.
It almost looked like Formby lost the ball in the lights, was looking around there a little bit trying to see where it was at.
He started trying to find it about the 40-yard line. I think he turned and looked over the wrong shoulder. By the time he made the adjustment, it was too late. But we just saw Mike Cherry throw the ball almost 50 yards. Fairly.
They made it look effortless.
Yeah, effortlessly.
Second and 10.
Uh-oh.
Hand off. Greg White again. Spins away from a tackler. Finally brought down.
40-yard line.
By number 54. It'd be
Michael Waits. It's a nice run by Mr. White.
Michael Waits in a lot of tackles here this evening for that Zebra defense.
Clock is still moving. Plenty of time left. A touchdown here by Texarkana certainly makes things interesting. Not that it hasn't been that interesting, but the Zebras have dominated.
Well, the fans here from Texarkana are still well behind their team. There will be a timeout in the field here as the Razorbacks are going to 11 minutes to go here in this ball game. Pine Bluff with a big 17-0 lead over the Texarkana Razorbacks. But Texarkana is attempting to put some points on the board here with this drive.
Well, they still got a ways to go, but Cherry hits a couple passes, and Greg White breaks out of a couple more runs like he did there. They're going to get there. Looks like a halfback pass. Wide open.
Excellent reception there. I believe that was number 16, Fred Collier. Finally brings one in for a big gain.
Big game down the Zebra 20-yard line. White took the pitch, rolled to his left, and threw the ball. Great pass. Nice catch by Collier.
Once again, we want to welcome TV 35 KBSC, Texarkana Axe affiliate here. Glad to have you with us here this evening. 1st and 10. Handoff and slipped up there. Excellent play there. Defensive effort by number 61, Robert Monk. Just got a hand out there.
I think it was 81, Elmo Poche. I don't want to sound like I'm correcting you, but when a kid makes that good of a play, we want to get it right.
Definitely.
Key series here again. I've said that about 800 times tonight. Texarkana gets in the end zone. The key is the Zebras not getting down. Surely they couldn't come into this game thinking they were going to keep Mike Cherry out of the end zone all night long. And 7 points at this stage would not be anything to be ashamed of.
2nd and 8. Fred Collier with the ball. Picks up a few yards here.
Nice run. Good execution by Cherry, faking the ball. Collier takes it and picks up.
13-yard line.
Looks like it from here.
Once again, the Texarkana band trying to lead their team into the end zone. 3rd and 3. Mike Cherry, the quarterback. A lot of movement there in the line, trying to confuse the Zebra defense there.
Cowling's going to be close. He has it.
We've got the 1st down here. So the Razorbacks with another 1st down, keeps their drive alive, move the chains down. And that'll be 1st and goal on ball about on the 9-yard line.
Impressive drive, but a drive that's taken place on the ground and using up a lot of precious time. As soon as I say that, we're back to pass. Touchdown.
Excellent reception there, number 84, Aaron Formby, under close coverage, is able to pull in the pass by Mike Cherry. So the Razorbacks of Texarkana get on the board with the touchdown after that excellent pass. We've got a 17-6 ball game. 9:13 to go here in the fourth quarter. Final quarter of play.
Well, as I said, it's going to be interesting to see how the Zebras react. Defensively, they cannot afford to panic. I don't think they will. Offensively, it's important for them to come out and eat up some clock and get some first downs.
Ball is up. The extra point was no good. Ware first touchdown to get on the board. 6 points. Unable to get the extra point, though, so it's 17-6.
How about an onside kick here, Lonnie? Too early?
Almost a definite given, I think. You only got 9:13 to go.
Zebras got it. Like that call, like that call.
What a call, Mr. Pat Anderson with the calls from the booth up here.
I'm not complimenting me, I'm complimenting Texarkana. Have to get the ball back. They're going to be scrapping and grabbing, and every time the Zebras carry the ball here, so it's important for the home team to cover up and handle the ball, because a fumble on this side of the 50-yard line with Cherry at quarterback could be a quick 6.
First and 10, the Zebras take over. I imagine we'll probably see quite a bit of yardage gained on the ground rather than passing here as they try to eat up the clock. What little is left, just under 9 minutes to go here in this game.
Jason Alexander on the tackle there. And the Razorback defense must toughen up, and no one knows it any more than they do out there on the field right now.
I'll bring up a second down, 8-yard situation here. And off to Larry Dorn. He's got a little running room, picks up about 8 yards.
Looks like we got an injured player for Texarkana hopping around out there. Number 21, Damian Ellis, might have turned an ankle, and he's going to go off the field. I don't know if you could tell or not, Lonnie, the Texarkana coaching staff was trying to get the secondary closer to the line of scrimmage. Obviously, the Zebras aren't probably going to pass. They want to get 9 men up as close as they can. Shut off the run.
Third down, Vincent Wright with the ball. He gets hit hard by number 45 for the Razorbacks. Eric Warfield was just an excellent tackle there.
First down, big run by Vincent. Good hit. See, he was trying to cut back against the grain, but that's 4 more downs for the Zebras.
So first and 10 from the 41. Zebras already into Razorback territory here, where they spent most of the evening here. Larry Dorn straight up the middle, past the 40 to about the 38-yard line.
Just power football between the tackles. Occasionally slipping Vincent Wright outside, which is not a bad mix at all. Razorback defense has been on the field for a long time tonight, and I think it's starting to take its toll. I know these kids are in good shape, but
I would venture to guess they've been on the field close to 35 minutes of this 48-minute ball game. Vincent Wright again on a sweep, gets another hard hit. I believe that was the same man that picked him up there again, number 45, Eric Warfield.
Now, on the other side of that coin, the Zebra offense has been out there the same amount of time, but as you well know, it's a lot easier when you're rolling up and down the field to be doing the rolling and getting rolled on. It's a big third down play here. Time ticking away. A little less than 6.5 minutes. I'm sure the Zebras will keep it on the ground here. I look for a Vincent Wright sweep.
3rd and 7. They hand off to Larry Dorn instead. He just can't get past the 35-yard line, stuck there by the defensive line of the Razorbacks. Bringing up a 4th down situation, and about 7 yards to go.
Looks like we're going to have our second punt of the night for the Zebras.
Special teams enter the field.
Cheer there goes up for the acknowledgement of Michael James, Razorback cornerback
Speaking of
here.
defensive sticks, that man can put a stick on.
Nice punt. Unfortunately, it carries a little too far. It's going to be a touchback.
Oh, it was Vincent Wright that kicked that, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Turf toe himself. So the Razorbacks will take over at their own 20-yard line. Only 5.5 minutes left to go, left for them to make up an 11-point deficit here. Pine Bluff leading 17-6.
This is a trick play. There he is.
Oh, got a hand on it, but just couldn't bring it in. Number 84.
Cherry throws
Aaron Formby.
Cherry throws a lateral pass to Collier over in the flat. And Collier looks deep down the sideline for Formby. He's there, just let him a little bit too much. Little razzle-dazzle. And almost 6 points.
I don't know how much razzle-dazzle that was, as it was just a desperate attempt to try to get some points on the board here in the fourth quarter with only 5 minutes left to go. They're in a very desperate situation here.
That is correct, but with Mike Cherry at the helm, you're never too far away. Screen pass up the middle.
Number 14, the ball carrier, Chad Cowling. Will get the first down and move the chains.
Cowling was one of the people that the Zebra staff felt they had to control tonight for the Zebras to be effective, and they've done a good job on him this evening. Coach Glover prepared for his play all week, and it's really paid off, as we haven't really been calling his number that often tonight.
So another first down. Cherry back to pass again. Oh, bad reception there on Aaron Formby.
Aaron Formby's got to catch that ball. Not that badly of a thrown pass, and in this situation, receivers got to do all they can to hold on to the ball.
That brings up a second down, 10 yards to go. Down by 11 points now, the Razorbacks with only just under 5 minutes to play in the second half. Second 10. Cherry goes back to the run, hands off to Greg White. He's still on his feet. Finally brought down by a host of defensive Zebras here. Good run play on the bottom of the pile there. Looked like number 34, Dietrich Williams again.
Good run by Greg White. He got the ball kind of in a delayed run, and the middle was open. Picked up some valuable yardage. Still not quite to midfield, but the Razorbacks are moving.
So another first down. Back to pass again. Cherry going deep. Pass was intended for Parker Russell.
Tell you what, it's an incomplete pass, but I like watching Mike Cherry throw the football.
He fired a bullet in there that time, didn't he?
He threw the ball as well as you're going to see a high school quarterback throw it. I can see why Notre Dame, Houston, and UCLA are after him.
So second down, another 10 yards to go from the 47-yard line. Mike Cherry back deep to pass. Almost intercepted there by number 70 for Pine Bluff, Mark Martin.
Well, we almost had a little cherry picking time there. I was waiting for that one all night, Lonnie. I knew you would like it. Nonetheless, Mark Martin, another big-time potential player, nearly picked the ball off and had an open sideline if he could have held on to it.
Like we said before, the defense for Pine Bluff is playing exceptionally well this afternoon, or this evening.
Whatever.
Third down, 10 yards to go. A definite must pass situation, I would think. And there we go.
Collier.
With not much room to go.
Picked up some good yardage there, but more important than picking up 6 or 7, he got out of bounds to stop the clock. Good pass pattern, good play by Collier. Had a little disagreement over there on the Texarkana sideline. I think he felt like the Zebras were a little aggressive on the tackle out of the sideline. Another 4th down. See what happens.
4th down, 4 yards to go.
Look for Formby here. I'm sure Aaron will be in the route somewhere. And sure enough, they run it.
Greg White, he's not going to get enough for the first down. Going to be dropped for a loss here. The defense of the Zebras once again sticks it to him. Playing spectacular tonight. Turns away the Texarkana Razorbacks once again. So with just over 4 minutes to go, the Zebras will take over the offensive side of the ball once again this evening.
4th and 7, interesting call. Zebras hold on, and they have the ball, as you said. And I think we're just about going to see the showdown the Zebra fans have been wanting next week.
The Vincent Rice dropped for a loss there in the backfield. The Razorback defense finally getting a little rest with the offensive drives that they've been putting together here in the second half. They seem to be a little bit more refreshed this second half as well.
That's true, and you know the Zebras are going to go to 7-1 overall, 4-1 in the conference. El Dorado, depending on what they do tonight, assuming they win, will be undefeated going into next week's showdown, which is right here in Pine Bluff. Should be another heck of a ball game.
On 2nd down, Vincent Wright once again. If he just barely maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, but not much more.
Well, I'm sure we're going to have another run play here, which is probably going to take the clock down to about the 2.5 minute mark. Punt. Texarkana probably get the ball in less than 2 minutes to go, down by 11. It's going to be tough.
3rd and 12, Vincent Wright again. He's got some running room.
Number 45 there for Texarkana on the tackle.
Down about the 43-yard line of Texarkana.
Along with number 62. If those two guys don't come up and make that play, it's 6 for the Z's.
4th down and about 3 or 4 yards to go here for the first down. Well, they're going to call it 3 yards to go, 4th and 3.
Bad kick. Kick went out the side of his foot there. Still going to be at the 31-yard line. Long ways to go with short time to get there.
Just under 2 minutes to go here. Professional game. This will be the 2-minute warning.
We'd be going to an IBM. You make the call right here. But not the case here this evening. Been very impressed with Chris Blunt tonight. He's gotten some confidence back there on the quarterback side, along with Emmanuel, who came in and helped out. There's our
picked off. Another cherry picker. Number 32, Anthony Ruse. And he's happy about that one.
Jerry threw it. It was not a very well-thrown ball. Intercepted. Mike, as most quarterbacks try to do when they're been intercepted, makes a tackle and knocks him out of bounds. But the Zebras take over, and the celebration is about to begin. But going back to what we were saying earlier, Emmanuel Young and Chris Blunt look like they gained some great experience and confidence tonight, and that's got to make Coach Glover feel happy. You've seen Bradley Benton on the sidelines a couple times on the telecast. Big shoes to fill, and they're getting there.
Larry Dorn picks up about 8 on this play there. Ball inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line.
I'm sure the Zebras are going to want to score here, but I'll be surprised if they do take it in the end zone before the game runs out. With the way they've been running, they could break one.
I think they will. I think they'll get it in there. Larry Dorn again. Down to about the 13.
Okay. We're under a minute. First down.
Once again, Larry Dorn out the football recovered by Texarkana.
Referees look kind of confused there. Then when our good friend and PA announcer, John Jacobs, made the call, Arkansas ball, they started pointing that way. They give John an assist on the play there.
So with 48 seconds left to go in this game, Texarkana gets one last-ditch effort to try to put some more points on the board. They're down by 11, 17-6. Clock running again down to 45.
Total team effort tonight. Lonnie's defense played great. Offensive line opened the holes. The backs ran well. Our quarterbacks came through when they had to. Not making any mistakes, and that's the key.
Cherry back to pass again. Got a man open, but doesn't get any yardage after the reception there. Fred Collier with the catch.
Pickup of 8, maybe 9.
Looks like he may have twisted an ankle or something there.
Even though it's been a long night for Mike Cherry.
Well, we're going to take a break here as we've got a timeout. They're leading the Texarkana Razorbacks 17-6. Razorbacks with the ball after Pine Bluff fumbles. A lot of pressure. Oh, excellent hit put on by number. Is that 18?
Aaron Formby could see what was about to happen. I can't blame him for letting up a little bit there because he knew he was going to get his bell rung. But here again, as we tried to, before we went to a break, I just can't imagine a quarterback at the high school level in the state of Arkansas that has as much potential as Mike Cherry. He's got the size. He can throw the ball just about anywhere on the field with velocity, with touch. I know a lot of the people rant and rave about the Looney kid at Fort Smith Southside, but having seen Mike Cherry for the first time, I'm coming away very impressed with his ability.
Well, on the tackle that time, I believe that was number 19, Reginald Henderson with a stick. Laid the man out there on the field. We've got 13 seconds left to go.
Well, look for the Hail Mary, Big Ben, whatever. But this is going to be the last play, I'm sure, and they run it.
Greg Wright with the ball, brought down. Ball's down at about the 38-yard line. 5 seconds left to go, first down.
They're going to move the sticks here and start it, and that should be it. Great, great win for the Zebras. Always nice to win in conference. It's always nice to win, period, but especially conference. Threw the ball out of bounds. That stops the clock with 1 second. Now we may get our Hail Mary Big Ben play. I just want to see Cherry back up to about the 30 and throw it down to the end zone.
But don't forget, next week we'll be back here in Pine Bluff for the Pine Bluff El Dorado game. And the TV65 game of the week. Once again from Pine Bluff Zebra Stadium.
And hope all the fans that are going to be watching this telecast will come on out again next Friday night. It's going to be for the conference lead. Once again, state playoff ramifications abound everywhere with that game. So come on out and support the Zebras.
Well, we didn't get to see the long pass.
Now he was trying, and Mark Martin got there again and knocked it out of his hands.
Well, that'll do it. The fourth quarter play and the final score for the game, Pine Bluff. The Zebras of Pine Bluff, 17. The Ravens.
So I'm sure that did cut down on a lot of the Pine Bluff's attendance tonight.
And we're about ready for the kickoff here in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. The